I guess this is his backstory. So Asayama looks like the most basic bitch ever. Holy shit. Ooh, higher ups. Oh wow. What? Okay. Oh hey yo, hello. Whoa. Okay, bitch. We're gonna. Do black people just commit crimes inherently? Oh my god. Yeah, alright, relax. Fine line, sister. Yo, Kagari's room is fucking sick. Kougami's just a fucking emo bitch. That's crazy. Hey yo, he whipping. His light bill must be fucking crazy. The fuck are you talking about? Oh yeah. Is this a date? What's going on? Oh, she getting fucking wasted. Hold on, she's underage. Hold on, where is this going? Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. She's just totally unbuzzed already. Here we go again. How can you blah 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 and still be okay? Or maybe her tolerance is just high up like alcohol. Is that a uh huh. Maybe that was like huh. Maybe it's a foreshadowing. Jesus fucking Christ. Wow. Damn, 4 levels. Oh, a news ban. Okay, okay. There's another thing. Oh, I'm sure she is. Oh wow. Oh yeah. He was kind of like the dude from. Oh, that fucking sucks. He looks like the slightly. Fuck. Interesting. He from that little picture, he reminded me of Rock from Black Lagoon. Oh, no sleep. She is pale as fuck. Holy shit. Nagito, hello. I still say she's paler than him. Holy shit. There goes that airhead dumbass Akane again. How have you not noticed this shit already? You've been doing this shit all day. How did that not come into your head at least once? There we go again. That bullshit. Looking stupid. Looking stupid. Oh well. That bitch dead. That's that's pretty weird. So is this? Does this? Blah, blah, blah. She looks evil as fuck. So is this just happen to be an all girls school, or is it like a? Well, women psychopaths escalate far quickly, so women specific, and it's like, and it connects to that whole thing that lady was talking about in the beginning, where she was like, "Well, we don't know if genetics are connected to crime, whatever, blah blah blah, but there's no evidence for it or against it." So me, right? Does it go back to that, or you know, evil bitch? Relax. She tall as fuck too. Yeah, I back the fuck up. The fact that you knew what we were talking about makes me sus. Get off me. Get off me. She's too observant. That's sus. Flag risen for me. She got the basic haircut too. She drawing creepy ass art. What is that? What are you molesting you or something? Beating you or something? Yeah, okay, just fuck already, please. Mm-hmm. 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 She is totally gonna kill that guy. Oh shit. Feels bad. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's no better. I'm not a dog. Get off me. She's not wrong. I was talking about this last episode, I think, too. That's crazy. Okay, now back up. Back up. You were just really lesbian all along, I swear. This is us being free. Manipulates her, kills her father, fucks her, gets what she wants. Watch some fuck shit happens if I look that shit up. Oh, well then. Oh yeah? Yeah? Oh shit, it's this guy. Oh shit, it's this guy. We're going back? Okay. Oh, okay. He got her from somewhere. What the fuck? I believe it. Ooh. Oh my god, even that shit is fake. That's not okay. Wait, is that the girl? Who the fuck is this? Hey, she kind of cute though. Who the fuck is that behind her? Hey, yo, he's just in the school. In the middle of watching, um, the thing again. One, old lady was a chief. Two, I don't even need to go over the whole genetics equals certain amount of crime coefficients. That's fucking retarded to me. That's I'm not going into that. That's okay. Three, I hope you don't make the same mistake as your father. Not much to go on. I'll just leave it at that. I cannot fucking believe this bitch really called alcohol. It looks like wine to me. It's not wine. Look, I don't know nothing about alcohol either. Okay, I don't know anything about alcohol either. I'm not a drinker. Okay, I hate it. However, this bitch called it juice. Even if my wine retort is wrong, it's not as bad as juice. Come on now. You're like 19 or 20. Get it together. However, look at the society she's in. So I'll give her Kagari mentioned people have a fear of getting addicted to alcohol, which is hyper fair. That'll lead you to do some crazy shit, and being too drunk will lead you to do crazy shit in the fucking first place, which would raise your fucking crime coefficient and raise those around you. You would become a fucking public health damaging person. It was a word I was. It was a, fuck it. That makes sense, and people resort to tripping safely, therapeutically, and or going just straight virtual, which again makes fucking perfect sense. Yeah. Oh, that makes me kind of think that therapy isn't as bad as I think it is, or yeah, that I think it is, but or possibly been led to believe, depending on if that was intentional or if I'm just overthinking it. But I don't think it's as bad as well, I'm not gonna say that. That comment is like the fact that people can drink responsibly. However, that's therapeutic, or rather, it can be, and you can drink by yourself, but people fear getting addicted to it so hard that they're just like, nah, fuck that shit. I'm gonna just go to therapy and get it, in good doses to where I won't get addicted. The fact that that's like that is not as, like, it makes me kind of not rethink as a whole, but question and kind of pull back my severity of what therapy is in my head. However, the possibility is still there that it could be some crazy fuck shit. Also, she said it's not for blowing fire. Like, really? Like, circus. Okay. Or street performers. Still, I'll give her some likes. Okay? But fuck. Come on. Also, I was gonna leave this out, but fuck it. The fact that it's also therapeutic, but you can also, I'm assuming that you can drink as much as you want, without it being against the law. That's interesting that society's like, well, or at least the law, whichever one, or the civil system, since I guess that's the law now. It's interesting that the civil system is like, we're not gonna ban it. However, and you can drink as much as you want, really. But just in case, we have this therapeutic shit over here where we give it to you in a certain amount of doses to where you can't get to it at all. Pick one, bitch. So they're like, we're not stripping you of it. We're giving you a choice, but like, it's like, yeah, okay, dude. A lot of, I can make a lot of real world similarities. First the genetics thing, and now this implication. At the very least implication. I wouldn't even say it's an implication. I'd say that that's actually what the fuck they're doing. But that's just me. With those two things, I can make a lot of shit. I'm just saying. I didn't say anything. So you can't say that I did. It's interesting how some people call the inspectors, and then some call them detectives. Like the blonde bitch, I forget her name. I don't really care about her. I'm gonna be honest. She's just a horny bitch. Like, I don't really care. And she's gay, so I super don't care. It's interesting how some people call them inspectors and some people call them detectives. Like Masaoka, I would imagine he wants to be a detective. He is a detective, right? But he can call an inspector when the time comes. But in Heart, I feel like I'm not gonna say it Heart, but I'm gonna put him over on the detective side. The blonde lady explaining the specimen case, detective side, right? Akane maybe in the middle, leaning towards detective. Ginoza, hard inspector, only inspector, inspector enforcer. I just that's just kind of interesting to me. Plastination is used to, what did she say? Preserve tissue. Hold on, I'm watching it right now. It's a technique for preserving tissue by impregnating it with resin. This biological shit, along with the pictures and along with the my bad, I'm stupid. Plastination was to create no, plastination was the process to create biological specimens. But it's also a technique for preserving tissue by impregnating it with resin. Okay, it was the same thing. Okay, cool. So plastination and the explanation that we were given for it, along with the pictures that we were given, like on the screen or whatever, I can see that being kind of a super early stage or like an off branch or something of the way dominators make people blow the fuck up. I can see that being like cousin like experiments or like sister. I wouldn't say sister, that's too close, but I would say cousin at the very least. Or experiments or like, you know, to get to where they are now. Because nowhere else have we seen shit like this ever. Like the way bodies look, at least at least in those pictures, right? To where to where it like makes them look like that. And the only other place that we see that like body dysmorphia kind of is in like dominators and shit. So I can see that being kind of related, but obviously without knowing, I wouldn't know how and or if at all. So okay, I'm gonna need answers. I doubt it's like this. Humans are more or less the same everywhere, so I would imagine it's kind of like schools everywhere, give or take a little, or a lot, depending how drastic the situation is, and depending on class and blah 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 blah. Blah. But do people really do this in Japan? Like, do girls really do this in Japan, where they're like, oh my god, it's so and so. Oh my god, it's so popular. Oh my god, like, oh, so popular. Oh, I doubt it. I hyper doubt that shit. I would imagine they're just like fucking everybody else. We're like, oh, that bitch is fucking popular. And then 3 weeks later, niggas don't care. Wow. Schools don't even have fucking physical activity shit hardly anymore. That's crazy. It makes sense though, but that's fucking wild. You can't play dodgeball because stress levels. You can't play football because stress levels. You can't play swimming because you will lose, and then you'll feel bad about yourself, and then you feel like you're a piece of shit because you never lose because of your mental state. And then the psychopath's darker, and now you kill somebody. Now you killed yourself. Now school shooter. Blah blah blah. That makes sense, but still, god damn. Only expression based things can be things like painting, like poetry. Like I said, it makes sense, but it's like fuck me, holy shit. Even then, I would say everything would have to go. To be honest, because what if you draw a paint? What if you draw a drawing, but then the dude next to you has a drawing that's better than yours? Nah, but then they could easily solve that by just putting them in different classes or having them. Never mind. Well, I ain't gonna say never mind, but even if you put people with the same skill level around each other, that could still kind of cause problems in the sense that there are still going to be gaps in skill, and that person next to the other person might make them feel bad. That's all I'm saying. Psychopaths darkened, problem. Everything should go. We should just live in boxes like Kougami and say fuck it. Oh my god, she was drawing the fucking thing. She just doesn't care. Yo, I would have to imagine she takes these things home with her, or she just destroys them right after. This bitch literally drew that girl that she killed. I'm gonna assume that girl is the girl from before that they mentioned early in the episode. If I don't edit it in, I'm just gonna say it now. I don't know her name, but that girl, right? Oh, that blah 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 is still missing. That girl. I'm gonna assume that was her. Either way, bro, she either has balls. She has balls. She don't have ovaries. She don't got eggs. She nuts. Okay, that's crazy to me. She's out here. She said, "I don't give a fuck. I will paint my shit in school. I don't care." Midou wasn't skilled enough to mess with public hollows, which is a different thing in and of itself. Amateur. Kougami's an amateur. He can mess with social shit. That's easy. Mess with the public shit though. Mess with shit on the fly. Watchdog style. That's okay. He was good. He wasn't good. He was decent. He was passable. He was decent at the most. But he wasn't good. That's fair. I think Kougami's obviously mad for the obvious shit, obviously. But I also think that he's mad because he was just a puppet in the fucking game. The same guy, if he's correct, is doing the same shit to different people as he did to Kougami. He basically achieved his goal. He was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna, even if this wasn't like a planned thing from the start, he still kind of did what he always wanted to do, the guy in question. Again, if Kougami was right. Sasayama died. Kougami was like, okay, I'm gonna get revenge, or I'm gonna solve it for him, or whatever it was at the time, or whatever it is now. Regardless. Well, I'm not gonna say now, but whatever it was in the past, Kougami started going after the guy. He eventually turned into a criminal, well, turned into whatever the fuck. We don't know what Kougami did. We don't know if he killed anybody before he became an enforcer. However, the guy basically kind of did what he wanted to do. He manipulated Kougami into becoming, like, into getting him to kill if he killed. And if he didn't, either way, I still feel like he won. I might not know how to explain it, but I still feel like he won. Because at the end of the day, Kougami was just another piece. He basically did what he kind of wanted him to do. Oh, you're down this path now. Now your crime coefficient is too high. Your back is against the wall. Make up your mind. Do it. And I still get away. Fuck you. Like, Kougami just lost. Also, yeah, like Kougami said, all he did was make people awaken to their, like, killing. He gave them a reason and a motive, and he gave them the means to do it, and they did it. And he was like, okay, you're gonna awaken to your urge, bet. And then they're like, cool. And then that was his goal. He kind of did that with Kougami. Again, we don't know if Kougami actually killed at this point. We don't know if he committed, but the dude still kind of won in the sense that Kougami was heading down that fucking path. So, and no telling and no telling what he did on the way to that path. Actually, if you really want to count it, the guy in the first episode that Kougami kicked off of the fucking building and then shot, like he basically achieved his mission there. And I asked, oh, why didn't you shoot him already? Because he aimed his gun at him, and he had to, like, fight him a little bit, and then he could kill him. That's because his crime coefficient wasn't that high. He hadn't technically committed any crimes, and his stress level wasn't that high. But as the fight continued, the guy's stress level grew, his hue probably grew, and he was committing crimes. So his crime coefficient went up, if crimes are counted. I would imagine that they have to fucking be. There's no goddamn way. And then their crime coefficient went up. So then he was able to kick him off and then shoot him as he was falling down. Don't know why he had to shoot him, but either way, like, Kougami did not fucking hesitate to try and kill him on fucking sight. That's crazy to me. So it's like, yeah, he was already down that dark path. So the guy kind of had already won by that point in the first place. And no telling what he did before that, before he even got to that fucking point in the first place. So, yeah. That's what I've spent the last 3 years working toward. I would imagine I would imagine that's like from the time he became an enforcer onward. Because I would imagine you don't just automatically become an enforcer. I don't, like they mentioned before, they go through a process, and then those who pass that process are eligible to become enforcers, which is why Kagari, by the time he got there, Ko had already been like demoted or whatever. So yeah, I would imagine in 3 years from the time he became an enforcer onward, I would imagine that that's what that time frame is. The fact that people, this happened before in the last case with the resin is with the specimen. I forgot what they called it. Specimen something. Fuck it. Specimen whatever. I'll probably put it up on the screen somewhere. But yeah, this happened last time with that as well, and this time as well with these two engineer hollow people. They just don't think it. They it doesn't even pop into their head that maybe this could possibly maybe be real. No, they're just like, oh, that shit's fake. That's pretty weird. Ha ha ha. That's fucking wild to me. Like that's just another thing on the chalkboard for this society. Like they don't even think that it's real at all. Like ever. Like not. It doesn't even come into question. And then once they do find out it's real, you jump 4 fucking levels or 5 fucking levels. Like, and then some crazy shit happens. That's fucking dumb. Also, the girl is already drawing the pigtails girl, whose dad was like sniffing her panties or doing some fuck shit on some dojinshi. I'm pretty sure I read that dojinshi already. Up in there jerking off in her panties and shit. Already drawing her fucking shit on, like on the painting and shit. Already doing that. So like she's probably already fucking dead. It looked like she was gonna cut off her head at the very, very least. That's all we could see though. And she was also naked. So I'm gonna assume this girl is gay and she's like living out her weird fetish thing. Instead of fucking the girls, she's like, hey man, I'm just gonna, kill him naked and put him up as art because I like shit like that. Yeah, you fucking weirdo. When Makishima was talking to the girl about Lavienne, whatever the fuck, the Shakespeare's daughter in a play girl that got raped or whatever, when they were talking about her, he brought up the point that like everything withers and dies. That's just the fate of all living beings. So when you want to capture it in its prime and freeze it in time forever, to like behold its beauty or something along those lines, and the girl, I forget, I immediately forgot what the fuck she said. I'm watching it right now and I actually forgot what she just said. Regardless, the girl, I would imagine, says yes to that because of what she's doing. She killed the missing girl that was missing. Amazing. She killed the missing girl already and put her up as art to behold her beauty and what she thought was beautiful in the form of art, her art specifically, the way that she like metaphorically pictured her, or like whatever the fuck you would want to call it, abstractly, whatever, to behold her beauty in her prime. And I would imagine, since we already probably know she's gonna kill the pig-haired girl, she's probably gonna be dead by the time the next episode comes around. Regardless, she's painting her already, so she's probably gonna die. Just like she was painting the other girl, literally when the pigtail-haired girl walked in. How did the pigtail-haired girl not even see the picture that she was drawing? 1, 2, if she saw it, is that why she double killed her? 3, when? 4, the pigtail-haired girl cried when the other girl hugged her. That's crazy. I want to make a girl cry just by me talking to her and hugging her, just on command. I can't like say some just non-empathetic shit ever, the most non-empathetic shit ever, say some basic shit and just bust out in tears. Amazing. The power this girl has on these little girls is crazy to me. She better be a senior. Regardless, she's preserving them in their glory, in terms of what, like, where she thinks that they are. She's preserving them in their prime to her, in whatever form that she thinks that they would be most beautiful in. Is the reason why she killed the pig-haired girl because she sees the toll that this pig-haired girl is taking from her stepdad being a fucking weirdo. And because she's like, okay, you're probably gonna break from this, or you're gonna kill yourself, or your psychopath is gonna get muddied over time and it's gonna become black or something, because you can't go to your mom, because you live with this motherfucker, because you have to go back home every day and you're in a fucking school and you can't really talk to anybody, and probably because of this girl's personality, from what little I saw, she's very meek and she probably wouldn't tell anybody, partially because of what she told us now, and also because she wouldn't want to muddy literally anybody's psychopaths by telling them this and burdening them with this, let alone them believing her in the fucking first place, if that's at all like questioned or questionable. Like if she doesn't have solid evidence and she's just like, yeah, he's in my room, and people would be like, do you have any evidence? And she'd be like, well, not really. And then that's just out there, and now the stepdad is even more wary, so that might escalate shit, blah 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 blah, down the rabbit hole, darker psychopaths regardless, right? So it's like, with all this shit together, and we already know that this girl, hell girl looking girl, is so perceptive and observant. She probably is like, okay, there's nothing but downhill for you from here, so I might as well kill you now at your most peak, like right before you fall. Right before you fall. I love it, because she likes cruel things. So I'm gonna preserve you in your struggle right before you fall, because that's what's most beautiful for me. That's what's most beautiful to me, because I like cruel things, because I like to see people wiggle, seeing you like in this weird middle state of breaking but not breaking, right there on the edge. I love that shit. I'm gonna preserve you and I'm gonna kill you and make you into an art piece that I think that's most beautiful to represent blah 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 in my head, or what's most beautiful for you specifically while you're going through this bullshit, because spiritually and physically, now that I made you into this art form, you're the most beautiful state ever that you ever could be, or you ever were while you were living in the time that I've seen you or known you, blah blah blah. And that's the end of your Shakespeare story, right? Metaphorically, get raped. Okay, you're before your shame takes over, on the cusp of that, you're ended, and I preserve your beauty in physical form and in metaphorical form. That's the end. Scene.